So for those of you who don't know, Texas just had a pretty hard freeze, and you know, a lot of people I know, their pipes are busting, and it just seems like a lot of people weren't prepared for how bad it was going to get, us included. We had the last cold night here last night, and I thought we were going to make it out scot-free, but then in the middle of the night last night, my wife discovered some water leaking in. We had kind of a hectic night last night trying to shut the water off and wedge this little brace in here to keep the sheetrock from collapsing. And then I went up in the attic and tried to clean as much of the wet insulation as I could. Where it's at in the house, I couldn't find the exact leak. So I'm gonna have to just cut a hole in this sheetrock and start as small as I can just to pinpoint the leak, and then I guess we'll just go from there and see how much sheetrock I'm gonna have to pull down. So I think I identified where the leak's coming from. I think it's coming from right here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some fresh rust type water seeping down from it. This whole beam is really wet, so I just turned the water on just a little and had Angelica watch, and sure enough, it seeped out of there a little bit, so I think that's my problem. And now I can just try to find where I'll probably cut this pipe and then thread it out of wherever the next, maybe there's a 90 down there and a 90 on the other side. So I just need to do some hunting. Okay, well, this thing's being a real pain in the butt. I'm trying to twist it, trying to get this pipe out of this fitting, and it's just, the angle I'm in here at is just really weird, and it's just really stuck on there, so I just sprayed a little bit of WD-40 in there. I'm gonna let it sit, see if that does anything. Okay, just to give a little update. I've been up here, I was trying to get that piece off for so long, and I couldn't do it, so I went ahead and this was up here like this. This was threaded into there, and that was actually, I could get that off by hand, so I guess that's not good, but I went ahead and just cut this PVC here, and I'm just gonna, I guess, replace this whole T, and I guess I'll replace it with some PVC, or maybe I'll try to save this T. For now, I can just plug this up, and for now, and I can turn the water back on. Next update, turns out that what I thought was regular PVC that I had cut, over there at that T, was actually CPVC. So a lot of the parts that I just went and was able to find and buy were for PVC, not CPVC, and this is smaller diameter. So my goal for tonight was just to be able to plug up this pipe, just put a plug on it, and then that way I can at least, have like a kitchen sink so we can do some dishes and stuff like that. So I had to just trace this CPVC all the way to here, and you can see where they attached it to this galvanized, used to be attached here. So I was able to get this off, whatever this coupling is, and here on this male thread I was able to put my actual correct sized plug that I got. So with this on there, I'm going to get it nice and tight, and then hopefully I can turn water onto the house, and I guess I'll just make sure it doesn't leak out of here. Okay, well, I just turned the water on, and so far so good. It's still going to be annoying. I don't know that our toilets will fill themselves. I don't know if this is the hot water or just the raw water. But at least we'll have some water to the kitchen. Finally do dishes. So I'll consider it a slight win, even though we're still a good ways out from actually repairing this fully. But I'll take what I can get. Okay, so I did find another pinhole in the attic. So instead of replacing that T, the pinhole is in a T. I cleaned it and I prepped it, and I'm going to try to patch it with just this Marine Tex. Okay, so finally I was able to get some parts, and I can start putting these runs of PEX together. So I just got the first one done, and now I'm about to make my way and do the next one, so I'll show you guys. All right, so I just got this one in. This was where I had put this PVC cap. So I got my PEX fitting here, got it already crimped, and should be good. So we'll work our way down that way. All right, we got this is the other end of that line that we were just looking at. So I'm gonna put our 3/4 T here, because it's got to connect to that eventually, and then it's gonna go that way to get to the rest of the house. This, I could not find the right piece. You just can't find parts anywhere. So I had to, because this is 3/4 pipe, that's a 1/2 inch pipe. So I needed a special PEX fitting, and you just can't find them anywhere. So I had to get a 1/2 inch to 3/4. That's a female, just a female reducer, and it goes up to 3/4. And I just had to put a 3/4 male PEX fitting on this end. So it's a little bit Frankensteined, but not too bad. And I've got the T in place. So yeah, now I just need to turn the water on and make sure nothing's leaking. So I also forgot to give an update on the here's the patch right here. It hardened pretty fast, and seems to be holding so far. This is actually pressurized and has water in it right now. So yeah, so I guess we just need to monitor it, but hopefully this will do the trick for now, at least until we're ready to replace more pipe with PEX.